regret. I've had a few, I don't like them. I bet you don't too. Regret, we all have it, right? Regret is one of those things that just stirs all the bad juice in your stomach and makes you angry. And yet most regrets that we have, actually, we only have one person to blame for them. Not me for your regrets, me for my regrets, you for your regrets. But the reality is that we all struggle in certain capacities to live with something that could have been, right? Maybe I wanted that job, but I didn't ask for it. Maybe I wanted to get that promotion, but I didn't ask for it. Maybe I wanted to do that startup idea, but didn't do anything to make it happen. Maybe I wanted to really build that connection into something more, but I just didn't take the next step. These are all things that can lead you down the path of regret, which means sitting there one day drinking coffee, thinking about what could have been, and then how horrible that feeling is. You can relate, I can relate, we can all relate. We've all got regrets. But here's the thing, most regrets come from our own inaction. We didn't take the next step. We didn't go get educated. We didn't learn, a skill that we needed in order to get that job, or we didn't feel confident in our own abilities to speak up and be our own advocate. We didn't tell that important person how much they mean to us and that they would like to continue to explore getting to know them. We didn't take the action, which then ultimately manifests one day in you sitting there going, oh my God, I'm such a loser. Maybe that's just me. I hope that's not you, but it's definitely me. And I want you to think about what it is that causes that for you. I'll give you an example. In the back of my workshop, I have this board that I started. It was kind of like this little board that was gonna be like, have this little pivot point, and then you were gonna be able to use it. And I was building it at the time to strengthen my calves and to do something for people that were in standing desk situations like I was. I'm always trying to look for ways to just improve myself, and God knows I need more balance. And so I came up with this idea, shared it with a friend. He's like, hey, that's a really good idea. And if you build a prototype, maybe we could figure out how to get somebody to build a legitimate prototype, right? Because obviously you can't build it out of wood, it's just like would look stupid and be way heavy. And so we needed to get a prototype so we could get a mold made and, bring it onto plastic and make it a lot lighter and cheaper to make. So I went to work, and then I got frustrated. It involved geometry, and I should have paid attention more in 10th grade, and I'd put it aside, then I'd come back to it, then I put it aside, and then one day I just got so frustrated, I threw it in the corner. I'm like, A couple years later, I'm watching Shark Tank, and here's this damn board. This thing, I don't know what they called it, the Ab-Annihilator, the Calf Commander, I don't know what the hell it's called. All I know is, man, every one of those sharks wanted a piece of that. And these young, attractive entrepreneurs talking about, fit calves and strong thighs, and outstanding butts, and how it de-stresses you and gives you a better sense of balance when you're out walking because you've been working your core this whole time. And I'm like, yes, that was my freaking idea. It was. Who knows how long they've been, working on it. They may have had it the exact same time that I came up with the idea. However, they did something I didn't do, which was they took action. They took the next step. They found out what it would take in order to make their idea, their little dream, a reality. I did no such thing. Yet it did not take away the sting of pain and regret, let me tell you, which pissed me off. And I didn't want to feel that way again, which then made me realize, this feels so bad that maybe I don't want to do this again. So when I talk to people, when I be a coaching client, a friend, somebody that's looking to do something, go for that promotion, get the new job, do that startup, write their book, come up with a screenplay for their movie, whatever it is, I ask them, if you don't do this, what will regret feel like, right? I have tried to use that as a filter for every big decision that I've made. If I don't do this, how will I feel when regret hits? Because it will inevitably hit. Either I'll see somebody or another company do what I had envisioned, or I'll watch somebody take giant leaps forward in their career and be super successful with an idea that I had, but I didn't leverage or take advantage of. And I don't want to feel that. So before you decide to give up, ask yourself, how will this feel if I don't do it? What will that regret feel like? Because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it will happen. And that just may be enough motivation to steer you back on the track and you keep going forward. Hey, whoa. Yay. Making me sick, Steve. All right. But in all seriousness, regret sucks. Avoiding it at all costs is a good thing. And I could have been a multimillionaire with this little balance board idea, but I am not. So that's why you often find me in the back corner of my workshop, sitting on this half balanced board, crying my eyes out and feeling all the pains of regret. Don't be me. Don't fall into my sad little world of, God, I wish I had done that or come up with that, or just not giving up, just taking that next step. And if I didn't know what it was, I should have hired a coach, I should have hired a consultant, I should have talked to a manufacturer, I should have spread the word amongst my friends who may actually have connections that could have actually helped me. And then I wouldn't be sitting here like a lonely, sad little loser. That's not a good thing to feel. Hey, you're not a loser. I know I'm not a loser, but man, I sure feel like it. Yeah, that's true. You could have already had your board out there, and then these guys come along and they would have been like, hey, you could help us accelerate our progress. Let's just buy you out for a whole bunch of money. And you would have been like, oh, yeah, true. Truth, bro. Truth. Don't live with regret. Don't. And rip along.